Have you ever wondered, if your female dog were actually male, would she act any differently? Most people assume gender doesn't really matter when it comes to dogs. But science and real-life stories tell a completely different tale. Because female dogs, they have instincts and behaviors so strange, so unexpected. You might just find yourself whispering, "No way she really did that." In this video, you're about to discover 8 super weird, yet heartwarming, things that only female dogs do for their owners. And trust me, no boy dog could ever pull these off. Number 1. She becomes a mother, even to babies that aren't hers. Meet Cassie, a golden retriever with a heart big enough to love beyond species. In 2023, zookeepers at the Potawatomi Zoo in Indiana faced a serious problem. 3 newborn African painted dog pups had been abandoned by their mother. They were weak, helpless, and without urgent care, they wouldn't survive. But hand-raising them could have robbed them of their natural instincts. So instead, the team made a bold decision. They introduced the orphans to Cassie, who had just given birth to a litter of her own. And what happened next was nothing short of a miracle. Cassie didn't hesitate. She welcomed them in. She fed them, cleaned them, and protected them as if they were her own pups. What's truly incredible is this. African painted dogs and domestic dogs are so genetically different, they can't even mate. They split apart thousands of years ago in evolution. But that didn't matter to Cassie, because when a female dog becomes a mom, her love doesn't ask for DNA. If a baby needs her, she'll be there, even if that baby comes from a completely different world. Number 2, she'll rescue a human baby without thinking twice. It sounds like something out of a movie, but in 2008, in a quiet village in Argentina, it really happened. A teenage girl gave birth in secret, terrified, confused, and completely alone. In a moment of panic, she abandoned her newborn in a freezing alley. The baby was barely clinging to life until fate sent an unlikely savior. Her name was La China, a mother dog caring for her own litter of puppies nearby. She heard the baby crying, and what she did next stunned the entire world. La China gently picked up the infant in her mouth and carried him 50 meters back to her den, tucking him in beside her puppies to keep him warm through the night. When her owner discovered the scene, they rushed the baby to the hospital. Doctors said that without the dog's warmth and protection, the child wouldn't have made it. It wasn't her baby. It wasn't even her species. But something deep inside her said, "This little one needs me." And she answered that call, just like only a mother could. Number 3, she turns to strangers when she needs help. Most dogs are loyal to their humans. No surprise there. But female dogs? They have a surprising twist when it comes to trust. In a fascinating study, researchers gave dogs an impossible task, a puzzle that couldn't be solved. In the room, either their owner or a complete stranger stood by and watched. When the dogs realized they couldn't solve the problem alone, most turned to their owners for help. No shock there. But here's where it gets weird. When a stranger was in the room, instead, male dogs hesitated. They kept trying, or they simply gave up. Female dogs? They walked straight over to the stranger, looking up, asking for help. No fear. No hesitation. Just quiet trust. This might sound simple, but it reveals something incredible about the female dog's heart. She's not just loyal to you. She's naturally more open, more willing to believe that humans, in general, are good. And when she's in trouble, even if you're not there, she won't freeze. She'll look someone in the eye and ask for a little kindness. Number 4, she loves you deeply, but on her own terms. Female dogs might be sweet, but don't mistake them for clingy. Unlike their male counterparts, who often crave rough play, constant attention, and physical affection, girl dogs can be a bit more selective. Studies have shown that female dogs are less likely to enjoy hands-on play like wrestling or constant petting. They're more independent, more emotionally self-contained. They won't always be the first to jump in your lap or demand belly rubs. But here's the beautiful part. When she does choose to come to you, rest her head on your lap, or quietly sit by your side, it means something deeper, because she's not doing it out of habit. She's doing it because she feels safe, because she trusts you completely. Her love might be quieter, less dramatic, but steady, intentional, and fiercely loyal. She may not ask for attention every second, but she's watching you, following you, loving you, always, even from across the room. Number 5, she'll stay by your side for years longer. If you've ever wished your dog could stay with you forever, there's some comforting news. Female dogs, on average, live longer than males. It's true, just like in humans, girl dogs tend to outlive their brothers by about 2 to 4 years. And if you choose to spay her, that number can climb even higher. Studies show spaying can boost her lifespan by up to 26%. But it's not just about living longer. It's about growing up faster, too. Female dogs mature earlier than males, which often means they outgrow their puppy-like mischief sooner. They're quicker to focus, easier to train, and often more emotionally balanced, even at a young age. Less chewing, fewer tantrums, more understanding. So while the boys might still be bouncing off the walls, your girl's already figured out how to sit quietly at your feet, watch you work, and wait patiently for your love. She doesn't just live longer, she lives wiser. And every year with her feels like a gift you never want to end. Number 6, she's less likely to run away because her heart stays home. If you've ever had a male dog vanish the second he catches a scent, you know the panic all too well. But with female dogs, it's a different story. When a female goes into heat, she releases pheromones, a signal to any nearby males that she's ready to mate. But here's the twist. She doesn't go looking. She stays put. She waits. Male dogs, on the other hand, feel that call like a wildfire. Even if there's no female in sight, they'll wander for miles, driven by instinct. But your girl? She's not wired that way. She's more rooted, more cautious. She doesn't have the same wild urge to chase the unknown. And that means she's far less likely to bolt through a door, dig under a fence, or vanish without warning. Her instinct doesn't pull her away from you. It pulls her closer. Because to her, home isn't just where she sleeps. It's where you are. Number 7, she builds a nest, even when there are no puppies. You walk into the living room, and your pillows are missing. Your blankets, too. Then you find them, all piled up in a corner, shredded, rearranged. And in the middle of it all is your dog. She looks up at you calm, proud, like she just built a castle. What you're seeing is something ancient, a behavior called nesting. When a female dog is pregnant, or thinks she is, her instincts kick in. She starts preparing a soft, safe place to welcome new life. But here's where it gets weird. Sometimes, she'll do this even when she's not pregnant. Unspayed female dogs can go through something called a phantom pregnancy. Her body believes she's carrying pups. Her belly may swell. She might even begin to lactate. But there's no baby on the way. Still, her heart doesn't know that. So she digs. She gathers. She protects, sometimes even guarding a favorite toy like it's her newborn child. It's heartbreaking and beautiful all at once. Because even when there are no puppies, her love is still ready, still waiting. She was born with the instinct to care. And sometimes, she just can't help herself. Number 8, she guards what she loves, even when it's just a toy. You've probably seen it before. Your sweet girl, normally calm and gentle, suddenly growling at another dog who came too close. But she's not guarding food, not protecting a bone. She's crouched over a stuffed animal. To you, it's just a toy. But to her, it might be something much more. Unspayed female dogs, especially after going through a heat cycle, can develop intense maternal instincts, even if they've never had puppies. Her hormones tell her it's time to protect, to nurture, to love. And sometimes that instinct gets redirected to an object, a blanket, a sock, or a squeaky plushie. She'll lick it. She'll cuddle with it. She may even become aggressive if another dog gets too close. It's not bad behavior. It's not confusion. It's nature. It's her heart doing what it was designed to do. And in those moments, you're seeing something powerful. A glimpse into the depth of her loyalty, her love, her willingness to fight, not out of anger, but out of protection. Because once you've earned a female dog's heart, she doesn't just love you, she guards you. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing, stronger than that. So the next time your girl nudges a toy into your lap, digs a hole in the yard, or curls up just a little closer on a quiet night, Remember, there's so much more going on beneath that soft fur and gentle gaze. She's not just a pet. She's a protector, a nurturer, a soul wired for loyalty, love, and fierce devotion. And while male dogs have their own kind of charm, there's something beautifully mysterious about a female dog. She doesn't just follow you, she watches over you. She doesn't just listen, she understands. And when she chooses to love you, it's forever. So hold her a little tighter tonight. Speak softly. Let her know she's seen. She's safe. She's everything. Because the truth is, you're not just her owner. You're her world,